quick before I hit the strip. Let's tap in, man. Hey, it's an honor and a pleasure as always to be here. Tap in. Let's get started. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. That's the message, man. Let's get to it. It's an honor and a pleasure as always, man, to tap in. We're going live at least one time every cycle, you understand me? It's another moment in time, man. A pleasure and honor to be in front of you again. It's gonna be a powerful, powerful mastermind. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna tap in. Out here in Las Vegas, man, making shit happen. I can feel the changes. Listen to the words. What? I attract what's mine and I ain't chasing. Create like a space. Create, yeah. Stay or go, you understand me? Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Let's tap in. We'll start right after the song, fellas. Or people. Say fellas. After this song. Stay ready so you gotta get ready. You understand me? Let's go. Yeah. Ooh, are we? Hey. I'm free, yeah. I'm free. Who are we? Yeah. I'm free. I be, yeah. And my heart is a key. I ain't looking for the time, what? I'm looking in the eyes. And nothing more lies. You just tuning in, man. Tap in with me. I might even go live on TikTok in a minute. You understand me? I breathe, yeah. I see, yeah. Let me tell you something about me, yeah. And change our fragrance. You gotta see what saves my free. Free, yeah. I be, yeah. Who are we? Hey. free. In their eyes, on live. All right, what's good, everybody? It's the one and only Master myself. I'm here live, tapping in, live. You get it here first, live. Look, it's a pleasure and honor to be with you again. As always, I go by the name Master myself. I'm here tapping in and creating a consistency, right? Creating these streams once again. Today's topic is stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, all right? On many different levels, man, there's an opportunity every single day, right, to prepare yourself for whatever it is that you're going to encounter in life. You know, every single day I'm interacting with, you know, some of the greatest people in the world, right? When it comes to communication, when it comes to the level of status in which they hold in a position wherever they are, whether it be in the strip clubs, whether it be in the nightclubs, whether it be, you know, just people out on the Las Vegas Strip. I do live here in Las Vegas, right? And I'm a young man, right, who grew up in the desert, right? And I'm a part of a group. I'm a part of an organization. If you know anything about me, if you don't know anything about me, once again, I go by the name Master myself. If you know anything about me, the name Master myself, my whole creation, my character overall was developed through this group, this organization called IMC Nation. And this IMC Nation follows as an organization, a spiritual movement, a spiritual militia, and follows behind the name of a man named AZD, Araj Sapar D-Bazaar, okay? So when I talk about stay ready so you got to get ready, I'm here as a black man right here in the year 2025 as an example of what it means to get ready, right? Or to stay ready so you got to get ready. You know, each of us are faced with the opportunity on a daily basis, right, to either choose to evolve or to stay the same. And if you're constantly, on a regular basis, every single day, not preparing yourself for whatever it is that you encounter in your day, you're going to fall behind. You're going to be left behind in the trap of your past, the trap of your limitations, right? Because you're constantly trying to overcome you not being ready for the moment. But what does it mean to get ready? What does it mean to stay ready? So you got to get ready. Well, it means to prepare yourself for whatever it is that you encounter throughout your day. You know, I'm a living philosopher, meaning every single day, somehow, some way, I'm studying some kind of way to develop myself, to prepare myself for the next moment. I use different forms of philosophy. Philosophy is just simply the study of wisdom or the love of wisdom, right? Philo means love, and philosophy, right, overall is the love of wisdom. I am a lover of wisdom, and so therefore I'm constantly every single day working to develop my character so I prepare myself to engage and encounter the world, right? So it doesn't matter who I interact with. It doesn't matter where I'm aiming to develop myself. I'm constantly, day after day, moment after moment, developing myself, doing what it takes to evolve and become a greater version of myself. How do I go about doing that? Well, every single day I have a daily routine. Every single day I prepare myself for my day. Every single day I prepare myself to interact with people. Every single day I prepare myself to encounter the challenges of life, whatever they may be. So I know and I understand that my consistency in developing, preparing myself for whatever life throws my way allows me to be prepared, allows me to stay ready so I ain't got to get ready. So when you show up in front of somebody that's giving you an interview, or you're showing before somebody that you really like, right? For us men, right? We love beautiful women. Let's not be shy about it. Let's be real. Let's be honest about it. If you're shy, if you are not yet, you feel like you're not prepared, right, to encounter whatever the life throws at you, then you're simply going to try to catch up to the version of you that is prepared, that is ready to encounter whatever comes his way. I'm a living embodiment, right, of what it means to prepare yourself for whatever life throws your way, okay? So, again, it's a pleasure and honor to be here with you. Look, every single day I told you I study philosophy, right? Let me find this page. I think it's right here. Yes, it's right here, right? So I study from some of the greatest minds of our time. And one of those minds is a man, an epic, a man, a philosopher of our past. He's a Stoic philosopher. His name is Epictetus. Now, this man was once a slave and went through the process of becoming the true master of his own experience, okay? So I'm going to read from one of the pages in this book. I study from this book on a daily basis. It's a part of how I prepare for the rest of the world. There's other books in which I encounter daily, and there's a whole process that I have every single day that prepares me for whatever comes my way. So I'm going to read this, okay? The top of the page says, focus on your main duty. There is a time and a place for diversion and amusements, but you should never allow them to override your true purposes. If you were on a voyage and the ship anchored in a harbor, you might go ashore for water and happen to pick up a shellfish or a plant. But be careful. Listen for the call of the captain. Keep your attention directed at the ship. Getting distracted by trifles is the easiest thing in the world. Should the captain call, you must be ready to leave those distractions and come running without even looking back. If you are old, do not go far from the ship, or you might fail to appear when you are called for. What does it mean to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready? Well, whatever you encounter, whatever you're facing, whatever is put in front of you, I want you to know and understand you have an opportunity to respond to life. What is your response? What is your preparation, right, for the encounters of your life? Whatever those are, you must be anchored in knowing that ain't nobody gonna do you better than you. That's one of my mottos. That's one of my philosophies at the core of me. If you know and understand that I recognize nobody else is like me. So knowing that, I know I have the responsibility to communicate the fact that nobody else is like me. There are certain things that you will never know about me. But there's certain things that you would want to know about me because I create a different level of curiosity around my personality, my character, the way that I go about delivering my communication to the rest of the world. So every single day, I'm one of the top promoters here in Las Vegas, right? If you ever come to Las Vegas, you ever want to engage in any kind of nightclubs, any kind of nightlife overall, you contact me. You let me know, hey, I'm in town, master myself. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on TikTok, whatever the case may be. And you let me know, like, yo, I'm looking to have an amazing experience, okay? What I do every single day is I go out onto Las Vegas Strip and I encounter people on a regular basis and ask them if they're ready for the experience in which they came for. Because ultimately, everybody comes to Vegas for some kind of reason. What's the reason that you are showing up to your life? In the same way that people show up to Las Vegas, what is the reason that you show up for your life? There must be a reason. There must be some kind of direction in which you desire. If you are showing up to Las Vegas and you want to go on a vacation, you want to enjoy your time, so on and so forth, well, that's your destination. That's where you're going. You're looking to have a great time. So therefore, my job when I show up on the Las Vegas Strip is to get you from not having a great time to having a great time, right? To engaging and encountering life the way that you choose and the way that you see fit. Look, like I said, I'm a living philosopher, so every single day I get the opportunity to study philosophy, to study wisdom, to study the men of our past. Not only that, I have mentors. I have one of the greatest mentors of communication and relationships and war and hypnosis and seduction. Why? Because I know that who I want to become is all of that and more. I grew up studying the martial arts, right, which is its own world of creation, right? One of the things that we do every single day is not every single day, but every single time that we train, every single day that you show up, right? You're showing up to encounter life as if your life has never been, as if your life, because ultimately your life is the most important. You have to know and understand the importance of your life. Know and understand the importance of this moment. You know, how are you going to prepare for what comes next in your life? You got to simply know and understand you have to be prepared for that. Stay ready so you got to get ready. It's one of my favorite phrases I've ever ran into. And it's simply because I know ain't nobody going to do me better than me. Ain't nobody has the chance to express life the way that I'm going to express it. Because I'm the only version of me that gets to express myself. What is your interaction with life? What is your investment into your life? Who are you becoming and where are you going? When you answer these questions, you get to know yourself on a deeper level, right? So it's always an honor to come here and speak from the place of knowing that I'm at one point in time going to be one of the most famous men across this world simply because I choose that. What are you choosing today? Who are you choosing to be? You see, you must choose who you want to be and then begin to do the things that that person who you're being would do. In order to have the things in which you want in your life, you must be who you choose to be and then be it. In order to be that, you're going to have to do certain actions. One of those actions for me is coming here and creating this video. Tapping in the way that I do every single day, preparing myself to engage with life, staying ready so I ain't got to get ready, and then knowing and understanding ain't nobody going to do it for me. I'm the one that has to choose to live my life. You, whoever you are, you're the one that has to choose to live your experience. What is your creation? Where are you moving towards? What is it that you are developing? Knowing and understanding what it is that you are developing, who you're becoming, will give you something to move towards. You know, oftentimes we get caught up in not knowing what do we want? What do you want in your life, right? What is it that you truly want? What is it that you're truly moving towards? Nobody, when I say nobody, I mean nobody is going to be taking responsibility for the way that your life goes. So choose the life that you desire. Choose to become who you want to become, and don't let anything stop you from doing the things that the person that you are becoming would do. Every single day, one of my practices right now is to go into my own imagination and create the future or create the feeling of having everything that I desire. Part of that is me preparing for the moments in which I don't have what I want just yet. What my process includes is getting the feeling of having what I want and moving and operating in that feeling and knowing that nobody else is going to do that for me. So it's my own responsibility. I take responsibility for my life. I take responsibility for knowing that nobody's going to communicate for me. Nobody's going to do what I need to do. I'm the one that has to figure it out. And that's what I'm doing every single day. I'm figuring it out, making it make sense for me. So make your life make sense for you. That's my message to you today. Stay ready so you got to get ready. It means prepare for your life. Prepare for the next moment. There's going to be a time where you're going to come across that fine woman and you're not going to know what to say. Trust me, I've been there. And to this day, I'm still developing, you know what I'm saying, and knowing and understanding who I'm deciding to be. But what is this? What is this moment right here? Me streaming live. What am I doing? I'm preparing myself for when I'm encountering other people on a daily basis. How are you preparing for your future? What is it that you want? Know and understand first. Let's go through steps. First, know and understand, what do you want? What do you really want for your life? I choose to be successful, and my choice in being successful in everything that I do, that choice leads me to certain actions. Once you make that decision, okay, cool. I made the decision. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it effortlessly. I'm going to do it because that's what I choose to do. So many people go through life and they don't choose what they want to do. Don't be that one. Be the one that decides, yo, this is what I'm capable of. This is what I want in my life, and this is where I'm moving towards. Because look, again, nobody's going to do it for you. You got to make the choice. Choose to be ready for whatever comes your way. When it comes to the money that you want to manifest in your life, are you prepared for that? Whatever your life, whatever you want, what do you want? Again, start with what you want. Okay, now, okay, this is what I want. Okay, so now who do I have to become in order to have what it is that I want? These are powerful questions. These are questions that, upon true reflection, you'll come to an understanding and knowing this, that can't nobody do it for me. The moment that you choose and you say, you know what, this is what I want, okay, now you got to decide, who is it that I have to become? Who am I being? And in my beingness, I come to a knowingness, okay, this is what I need to do. In order to be this person, I must do and have these certain actions that I do every single day. Commit to a consistency of being and doing, and then you will have whatever it is that you desire. All right? That's my message for y'all today, man. Once again, it's a pleasure and honor as always to tap in. I go by the name Master myself, aka JD, aka Juice, however it is that you know me, right? When it's amazing, you know. Anytime I go back and I look back on these videos or these streams in which I've done in the past, and I recognize the levels of transformation and evolution that I've gone through, I decided once again, like I mentioned before, that I'm going to be me first and foremost. Before I be anything else, I have to decide that I'm going to be myself. What does it mean to be yourself? Well, you got to figure that out. What do you want? Who are you? So I've been on the process of discovering who I truly am, right? Not the shell of who I thought I was. And that evolves daily. Every single day I evolve in who I think I am. But I'm on the process of discovering who am I choosing to become. Well, I know I'm first and foremost going to be myself. And then after I'm being myself, what does that mean? Well, I decide what that means, right? I decide who I am by discovering myself every single day. Now, I decide on who I'm going to be. Then I'm going to look at, okay, what actions can I take that are going to lead me to having what it is that I want? Because I'm already choosing to be. So the formula, I've mentioned this, I think I did this on the last video, right? But I'm going to continue to hammer it home until it really sinks in for whoever is tapping in on these videos. Who am I choosing to be? First and foremost. Now, I choose who I want to be. Now, so the formula is be. The next thing is, what am I going to do that backs up who I say I'm going to be? If I'm going to be one of the top martial artists in the world, then I have to do certain actions that the top martial artists in the world would do. Therefore, I have to train every single day. Therefore, I have to, have a ritual every single day. I have to stretch every single day. I have to be in communication with life from the perspective of being a martial artist, one of the best martial artists in the world. So those are actions that are backing up on who I say I want to be. Now, the greatest martial artists in the world may want to have the ability to kick anybody's ass, may have the ability to defend themselves or defend the people that they care about. So that is what they want to have. So you can identify, okay, you can look at it right vice versa. You can say, okay, this is what I want in life. Okay, so now if that's what I want in life, I have to know and understand that there's a formula to getting what I want. So in order to get what I want, I have to do certain actions that are going to lead me to becoming the version of myself that has and does the things and who I want to that back up who I want to be. So be, do, have, or have, do, and be. It doesn't matter which way you put it together. What matters is that you're putting it together. This is the puzzle pieces of your life. I'll go by the name Master myself because I decided that I was going to be a master at being me. I decided that I'm going to be, nobody else can be me, nobody else can be or do and have the things in which I'm going to have because I choose to first and foremost be me. Who are you? Prepare yourself for who you want to be. Decide that this is what I'm going to be, therefore I'm going to do these things, and therefore because I'm deciding who I want it to be, because I'm doing the things in which that person who I'm being, I'm now taking actions backing that up. Now I'm going to have the things in which I really want in life. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to decide, you have to make those moves, and you have to be dedicated to becoming that version of yourself. All right? Once again, I'll go by the name Master myself, man. Tap in with me. Look, my TikTok is starting to blow up, right? I posted this one video, and here, I'll play it for you, actually, real quick. This one video has been getting followers. I've been getting likes on my profile for probably about a month now, okay? So I have 358 followers so far. 10,000 likes, and it's all because of this video. Oh. I don't know why I can't hear it. Hold on. Okay, well, if it doesn't play, it doesn't play. I don't know why it's not playing. That's weird. Let's try this. Boom. Boom. There it goes.
Kobe died the day after LeBron. You realize Kobe died the day after LeBron passed his scoring record?
Yeah, and he tweeted congrats. They were cool. Just a sad coincidence.
Yeah, weird timing. But still, helicopters crash.
Not like this. No black box, no distress call, no impact warning. Fog so thick they grounded most flights. Pilot said, I shouldn't fly today. But guess what? He flew anyway and crashed. Clean.
Okay, but that's not a conspiracy. That's weather.
Really? Because Kobe was in court. He was suing high-tech pharmaceuticals. They were selling a stimulant called Black Mamba. He wanted the name back. He lost. Months later, he's gone.
Wait, that's true? I remember the Black Mamba supplement.
It gets better. Cartoon episode from Legends of Chamberlain Heights. Kobe crashes in a helicopter. Burns. Refuses to let go of his trophies. Exact same scene. Weird how they aired it years before. Almost like they knew.
Okay, that's just dark humor. Coincidence.
Then why did they delete the episode after his death? Why does no one talk about it?
And the crash location, Calabasas. That's where all the celebrities live. Kardashians, execs, producers.
A controlled zone. Land owned by trusts, corporate shells, old money families. Some trace back to global banking dynasties like our family. This wasn't a freak accident. It was a shutdown.
But why him?
Because he was breaking away. Wrote children's books on personal power. Started Mamba Academy. No woke agenda, no corporate script, just legacy, strength, discipline. He inspired too many.
And after the crash, his wife sued LAPD for leaking crash photos. They settled for $28 million. No one was punished. Media shut it down fast.
Same day, the Grammys at the Staples Center, the place Kobe made history. While they handed out awards, his death became background noise.
So you're saying he was eliminated?
Silenced. Not randomly, like Prince, like Avicii, like Chester. When someone shines too bright, the system decides, lights out. Yo, fellas, you realize Kobe died the day after...
How about it? I don't consider that a coincidence in any manner, right? And, I just decided to bring light to the things in which I know are truly going on, right, at the end of the day. So, that is, that video has 100,000.7, okay, views. For me, that's a stat, right? For me, that's something that I can measure in my life to know and understand, okay, somebody that's going to truly be who they're going to be is going to put out content like that, right? And that's what I choose to be. So, again, staying ready, so I ain't got to get ready. I got to stay ready for the moments in which my account blows up. I got to stay ready for when there's 200,000 people watching, right, and getting feedback. And I'm in a position of power simply by being in connection with those who are high-level communicators. So high level that they seduce some of the most beautiful women and align with some of the most powerful men in the world. Okay, if you don't know who I'm talking about my mentor AZD. He goes by Spider. Y'all can check out AZDspider.com and you can get access to his whole network of creation. I'm within that inner circle, and I've been dedicated for this to this lifestyle for the last 10 years of my life. And the next 10 years of my life will show the results of that, right? Because you can't put in all this energy and not come back to you full throttle. It's already come back in so many different ways, and I'm looking forward to the continuous evolution, right, of what is available here, all right? So once again, I'll go by the name Master myself. That's the end of this stream, man. It's a pleasure and honor. If y'all ever have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, any kind of feedback, tap in with me, man. Give me the comment, give me the feedback, give me the comments, give me it all, right? Because I'm ready for it all. Stay ready, so you got to get ready. That's my message to y'all today. As always, man, tap in with me on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever it is that you can find me. I go by the name Master myself. It's a pleasure and honor to tap in once again. And until next time, it's the one and only Master myself. Salute. Be the best and fuck the rest. Knowledge yourself. Knowledge your wealth. It's the one and only Master myself. Salute.